right, Delana, we'll see what you said. Okay, so as I said when I came in, I am nervous about tonight's live because not the lasering part, but the camera and going to the screen and then trying to see into the laser. We're not going to be on real long. Like I said, I went to the chiropractor and I need to do some ice and lay down in a little bit. But I do want to make some patches, and I should have brought those over here. So one of our friends, let me see if I find them. One of our friends has a cattle company, and because we live in Kansas, and on the east half of the state, there's cows, and on the west half of the state, there's wheat. And let's see, I think that's how their logo goes. But I made these with this WeCreat Vista, and these are faux leather, fake leather. But they're not just faux leather like you get at Hobby Lobby or one of those places. It's laserable faux leather. So I got these off of Amazon. I should put a link in the video description, but I didn't. But I can in a little bit. So whether you have the WeCreat Vista, if you have, well, you won't have it yet, the WeCreat Vision, if you have one of the X tools, if you have a CO2 laser, you could do these patches in all those lasers. These are really laser friendly, really nice to do. The west half of the state is wheat. It's all wheat. Let's see. See if I missed anyone. Okay, I don't think. Hi, Sheila. I think she said wheat. Yes, I said wheat. Okay. Hey, Heather. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So anyway, give me grace or mercy if this live goes south because of all the stuff going on. But what I want to do is I want to make a few of these. And what I'd like to do is go ahead and go into, and then I'm going to try to do the giveaway tool too. What I'd like to try to do is go into the giveaway tool and pick a name to make one of these. And then I'll pick another one and I'll make another one. So we may, we'll make, I don't know how many of these we'll make, but we'll make a few of them. So if you're interested, get ready for that. Hey, Shay Shay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the cows are on our half of the state, but not those cute Highland cows. Not those cute ones like Delonda made on her stuff. Hey, Marta. Those are really, really cute cows. Hey, Twyla. Hi. Whoops. Did I jump over it? Hi, Sheila. Hi, Zelda. All right. So let's go ahead and see if I can pull this off. All righty. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and pull up the giveaway tool. See if I can remember how to do that without Patrice up here holding my hand. Okay. Okay. I have it on here. And now let's go back and share the screen. I want to do the giveaway tool. Let's just do the window or the entire screen. Let's just do the entire screen. We don't care. Okay, it worked. Now that looks kind of weird. What happens if I go over here? There we go. Okay, I can only see this screen, so if you're commenting, I can't see it at all. But here's what the word is going to be: engrave. So I'll try to look at this one. Let's go ahead, and if you're interested in having me engrave, you know what I know what I'm doing. I don't know, Patrice. I'm gonna try. We only grow if we try. But if you're interested in getting a patch with your name on it, hey Uni, hey Reba, then go ahead and type in the word engrave. And these are, I assume this is like iron-on. I'm sure it is. It has that kind of texture on the back. It better be, because that's what he wanted, was some iron-on patches. Again, these are, I don't know if it's called leatherette or what, but it's fake leather. But they look pretty nice. Like I've seen some that are just real orangey looking and flat, and these have kind of a nice darker texture mixed in with the tan, the kind of orangey tan. Hey, Kelly. And we'll get through a few of these. Now, the machine, here was another thing I was concerned about, is the machine might be pretty loud because it's right here by the iPad. So we may get to where we're doing this, and each one, I'm not going to make huge names. Each one won't take very long, but I'm worried about how loud it's going to be while it's engraving, and I may not be able to talk over it. So there may be a short time where you're going to communicate amongst yourself. Or I'll bring Patrice up, I'll mute myself and she can chat. All right, let's go ahead and draw for the first one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the WeCreat Make It software, and I'm going to show you. Now, typically I would design things in a different software, but so that we're not going in this software and then moving it to this software, it's going to be real simple, just your name. It's going to be real simple. So I'm going to go ahead and draw, and we'll get the first one. And the first one will be Tracy with an I, T-R-A-C-I. All right, congratulations, Tracy, and thanks for entering the giveaway. So, Tracy, you can email me at makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com, and you can let me know your physical address. Okay, so let me stop streaming for a minute. And then I'm going to open my software. And remember, I can't see a lot of the comments. Okay, let's see. Applications. Go ahead and try to share the screen again. That is not the way I want to do it. I don't even know how I want to do it. Let me go ahead and open this WeCreat Make It software. I'm just opening it. I'm not going to do anything else because I want you to see exactly the way it opens up. But let me get it open and then I'll share my screen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that the right screen? No. I told you there was going to be issues. I forewarned you. I can't even find my StreamYard. There it is. Okay. So let's share the screen again. That is not what I want to share. Patrice. The entire screen. We're going to try it. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness. Okay, I cannot see your comments. I can kind of see them over there. Hi, Jessie. But I can't read that far. So let me go ahead and make this patch real quick, and then I'll see if there were any questions. So I am in the WeCreat Make It software. I'm going to use the Vista. The Vista is a 10-watt diode laser. The beauty about it is it comes with air assist. Before the WeCreat lasers, on a diode laser, I had not used air assist, and what a difference it makes. And so I love that it just comes in the box. And so let's hit new project. And then I apologize. You can hear my husband out there mowing. First, I'm going to put in Tracy's name. So Tracy, I don't know if you want all caps or if you're okay with this. Hopefully you're okay with this. What I did is I just typed her name, and then I'm just going to change it to black. But you see right here, right now it's set on line engrave. So that means it's basically like scoring in a lot of softwares. If I move it to fill engrave, the whole thing turns black. And I want to do hobo. Let's see. I think hobo is a cute font. Let's go over to my system fonts. So I was on just WeCreat fonts, the fonts that come with it, and it was searching for hobo, so it didn't find anything. So I needed to move over. And there it is. So let's click on that. I think that's a cute font. So Tracy, hopefully you like that. Now, to be able to see anything on the camera of the Vista, I'm going to have to open this top and I have to turn it on. So I'm going to go ahead and move my computer over a little bit. And then let's go ahead and turn it on. It'll be loud just for a second. Well, more than a second. Now with the Vista, the camera, let me come around there. The camera on the Vista, and I just realized what you can see of me is really small, so I'll show this to you later too. But in the little bitty picture, the camera is hanging right inside here. Now, I don't know if you can see a red dot down there yet. We'll do a couple different views of this. The first patch that we do, I'll show you the screen view, and then after that, I will show you this view in here, okay? So there is a dot in there, and I put a piece of wood down just because I want to tape my little patch down. With the air assist, there is quite a bit of movement in there. I don't know that the patch would move. I had a super light metal business card that shifted a little bit because of all the airflow. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. It doesn't take much, just something to keep it a little bit from shifting. And then if you can see in there, again, I'll show you a different view in a little bit. There's a red light that is shining down on the patch. That red light helps me measure how thick the material is. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to hit refresh. When I hit refresh, you can see the patch back there and you can see Tracy. And of course, Tracy is way too big. So I could either drag it, or let's go ahead and lock the proportions. And let's make it, let's see what 3 inches looks like. Okay, that is still way too big. So let's go 2 inches, and that's going to be too small. So we're going to go 2.5. So I'm just going to drag it, try to get it centered. I think that's still a little bit large. Let me try to zoom in some. Yeah, that is still really big for this little patch. So I'm going to go to 2.25. I am going to have to adjust my patch a little bit. Let me hit refresh. There we go. That's a little bit straighter. I still don't like that. I'm going to go down to 2 inches, but I think I will make it a little bit taller. So I can unlock it. I can drag it just a little bit taller. Now, one thing, can you see the grid lines on here? Those are just superimposed on the screen. And so you can try to use those a little bit. What I could have done is I could have made a box that was the size of the patch and then centered this in the box, but we're not gonna, yeah, let's do it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a box. And then, I haven't done this yet. So it is selected. Let's see, do I hold the command down and add this to it? Yes. So then let's see. Okay, I don't know why a line isn't showing, so we're just gonna get rid of that for a minute. Okay, we're gonna engrave this. You guys think it looks in about the right place? What I want to do is start at the very top, and I want to make sure everything is set correctly. So my choices are laser flat, or if I'm doing a tumbler, it would be laser cylindrical. I'm not, so I'm going to hit laser flat. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh again. I just always like to make sure that I'm looking at the best view. Let's go ahead. Let's make this bigger. Okay, you can see the red dot right there. So what that is for is if your material is right under it, you can hit auto measure, the light goes off, it's measuring, and then it comes back on. Okay, now the material that I'm going to use is, I'm going to go to leather, and then I'm going to pick this leather, PVC leather, which is fake leather. And then if I wanted to look at this to determine my settings, I could, but I just go with whatever their basic setting was for the ones I did. Oh, have to select the thickness, and then I just hit confirm. Now, even though I hit 2 millimeter thick, if I go back up here to auto measure, it's going to make sure that it is focused at the right height. You can see that with the wood under it plus the leather, that the thickness of both those materials combined is 5.87 millimeters. Let me see if I can move this over. And that's it. That is it. So now I can click on start. And it says it's going to take 1 minute and 22 seconds. There is a warning here not to leave it unassisted or unattended. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to figure out how to not share my screen so that you can see the actual laser. And I don't know if I can do that yet. Okay, stop sharing. There we go. Okay, let me tilt my camera down just a little bit. It is just a maze in my craft room. I have stuff all over the place. And then I moved. That's probably pretty good. I can turn the upper one on too. I moved the laser and the air assist back over here. And so it's just a wreck in here. Okay. You won't be able to see it really, really well. Let's see. Now I got to find the software again. But now I'm going to frame it. And what framing does is it's going to put a beam of light around where it plans to engrave. So the laser head moves over. I can't see it. Hopefully it looks pretty good. I'm going to frame it again. Okay, we're going to go with that. I think that looks good. So now I click on the send button. It's not going to do anything until I close this lid. And it's still not going to do anything until I hit the send button. Now, I wish, let's see. Patrice, I don't know how you do all the cameras and all that at the same time. That is above my head. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my air assist. You can either use, not air assist, my filter. You can either use an air purifier or just vent it out the window. With my CO2 laser, I just vent it out the window. Okay, plugged in. All right, so it's going to take 1 minute 22, it said. can hear me, but on my screen there's a little bar that goes across, so you can kind of guess when you're close to being done. So Barb, I'll talk to you about that here when this stops. Is it pretty loud? Okay. So we have the patch in there. You probably can't see it yet because what I like to do after I do the patches, I like to go back around. I could have set this up to do it all at once, but I want to go back around and I want to put a score line around the outside. I think that just kind of solidifies it, makes it look really nice. And I did see, Barb, I saw you ask, you do one patch at a time. You can do multiple patches at a time. If your patches, I mean, you can even put the patches on there. This is one of WeCreate's batch features. Put the patches on there and you can have, you know, your words or whatever. It automatically puts them on the designs for you. You can tweak them, but tonight I'm just going to do one at a time. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go back to my software. I'm not going to move anything. I'm going to select the name Tracy and I'm going to go to line engrave and I'm going to hit start, send, and this will go really quickly because it's just one line around it. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because it's loud. Okay, so here's what it looks like right now. And you can see a little bit of stuff around it. So let me grab my cup of water. I engraved a bunch of real leather tool pouches a week or two ago for our national or a FFA team that's going to nationals. And even on the real leather, the best results I got was to take it into the bathroom, run it under the water, and just use some hand soap. But let me just clean it off with water. And you can see it looks really, really good. Hopefully you can see that. All righty. So there's Tracy's patch. Now, when you do that score line, like I can barely see the line apart from the R right there. But I like to do that. I think it's a really nice look. Okay, so for a couple minutes, while I regroup my brain, because that was nerve-wracking. Okay, is that gonna look okay? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my camera's been weird the last 2 or 3 lives. Somehow I have it in a wide format setting. Okay, so anyway, you have your patch now. It looks very, very dark. You don't have to have it that dark if you don't want to, but I like it. Tracy, that's you. And then the back is the shiny stuff. You would just iron this on the shirt, the hat, whatever you want to put it on. But there's one patch. Now this next one that we're going to do, thank you. Hey, Tarika. If I miss anybody coming in, I really couldn't see the comments for the last 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks, Lily. So this next time, I'm going to go ahead and do another one, but this time I'm going to not show the computer. I'm just going to show this, and I'm going to try to get my overhead camera on it as well. So give me a minute to set that up. And sorry about that. Okay, so when we start cutting, or lasering, I'll just move that over so you can see it a little bit better. But what I want to do now is go ahead and get a second person for another hat. So let's see. Let's go back. And this time we're going to put in the word patch. So I'm going to start collecting the comments, and I'm going to go over here and see if I can't share that screen. So if you're interested in a patch like I'm making tonight, go ahead and type the word patch. It would require major craft room management. It's honestly, it's not too bad. I'll measure it and let you know what the measurements are. Like, how wide's my Cricut? So this is 25 and just over 25¼ inches wide. My Cricut's about 22 inches wide. My Romeo is really wide because I got the 24-inch wide one. And then without the vent hose on the back, it's 18.5, just over 18.5 inches deep. So it's not too bad. I do have a laser over here that I just vent out the window. I would have a hard time unless I need it for safety. You have to vent these. But if, like for my CO2 laser, I didn't want to spend the extra money for the purifier when I could vent it out the window. I can't have both of them over there, so I have the purifier with this one, and it just came with it. This is something that WeCreat provided to me, and I've talked on my last, I think, couple lives that if things work out right, and if everything is the way it appears to be, WeCreat will be doing a really, really, really nice giveaway on my channel. So, but I have to fulfill a few more obligations first. Okay, so we're up to 54. And then after we draw this, we'll see if anybody has any questions before we move on. All right, here we go. Good luck. Barb! All right, okay. So Barb, do you want the name Barb? Do you want Barbara? What would you like on your patch? And let me go ahead and move this back up here so I can see the comments. A few things that I've made on this. I've done some videos, and where'd it go? The one thing I just love, and I know my neighbor's daughter is like, are you ever going to give this back to me? I really, really like how this turned out. I engraved on this metal dog tag. I cut out some patterned wood. And then I cut out the, I think this is unstained red oak. And I made that for her. And then, where's my tumbler? I engraved a tumbler. The first settings I used were not good. There's the first settings, terrible. Then I used that setting and it was just beautiful. Now each powder coated tumbler might take a slightly different setting. So it's kind of nice to have a bunch of the same brand so that they use the same setting. Also, I will say, what I have read, what I've seen people talk about, and what I've experienced is that white or yellow tumblers don't engrave as well. I don't know why, but I've seen that. Oh, Vanessa, yay, congratulations. Yeah, I think mid-October is when they plan to ship them out. Okay, so let's go ahead. Patrice, you feel like you won. Let me go ahead and just do this real quick. You saw how fast it is if you're not doing anything fancy. So I'm going to change the name Tracy to Barb. And I got to turn the machine on or it's not going to communicate with my computer. And then once I have the design the way I want it, I will have to open the lid. This is the only laser I've seen where it does it that way. Usually there's a camera just inside the lid and it sees your materials. Now on my X-Tool P2, there's two cameras in it. There's one that's in the middle, so you get that fisheye effect. And then there's one on the laser head that gets a really close-up view. That's a great camera system. With some lasers, there's just one in the middle. I still love to have a camera. I don't care if it's not exactly accurate because I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. I'm not going to push the limits on it. But this camera is really, I like it. It took me a while to remember to leave the lid open because I've never used a laser like that. But I'm going to have to open the lid and we'll get the next patch in there. I'm just going to reuse the tape. Jolanda, were you making fun of me about my tape? Is that what I missed? I'll bet that's what I missed. Okay. Now I need to be sure and get this material under that red dot. So you might be thinking, let's talk about this. You might be thinking, well, if you always have to have your material under the red dot, can you only have stuff in the middle? No, what you can do is you can have your material under the dot, and then I could move this patch anywhere I want to on the base of the machine. It's just to measure, your material needs to be under the red dot. Never. Okay, so we're going to open it back up. And let me get Barb moved where I want her. Barb, I hope you like the hobo standard also. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. It's telling me I need to charge. It's telling me I need to charge my computer. Great. I already have two things plugged into it. So we're going to try to go fast. Okay, so I moved it to Fill Engrave. I have the name Barb. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to use that auto measure. I hear my garage door opening. Okay, hopefully this is fairly well centered. If not, Barb, I'll make a better one. I'm going to stick with those same settings. It was a power of 100, a speed of 305, line density of 100. And I'm going to hit start. When I hit start, it allows me to frame. Let me frame that again. That looks okay. We're going with it. So I'm going to click on the word send. Close my lid, turn my air purifier on, and pray that my computer doesn't die in the middle of this because the job will stop. I forgot to change the camera view. Hey, Stacy. Ha! Yep. So, can you hear me very well while this is going? If so, after it finishes that, I'm going to go back to the word barb. I'm not going to move anything on my screen or in there. And I'm going to change it to the line engrave so I get that crisp line around the outside. Stacey, I hope you had a good dinner with your family. All right, let me find, there we are. Okay, hopefully that yes was so you could hear me okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. I want to show it to you before I clean it. So it looks good, but you have some soot or whatever you want to call that up there. Now I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, you can see some of the paper towel on it. I can still see paper towel on it. Probably be better to use like a microfiber cloth, but there it is. Okay, so I think the way I'm doing this is kind of a hot mess. So I'm probably not going to make any more on camera, but I am going to do 3 more giveaways and I'll make them and mail them out. Oh, good, Barb. Hi, Miss Nene. So if you have any questions, let me know. Let me get my arms off the screen. So I had a 5-watt M1, and I didn't like the 5-watt at all. It wouldn't engrave tumblers. I mean, it would break through the top coat of the paint and it would leave black. I wish I had that one in here, but it's in the bathroom because I was playing around with settings the other day and it's in there. I use a tumbler that's been ruined to try to come up with good settings. So the 5-watt laser really didn't do a good job. I assume that's why they took them off the market. You notice that they went to all 10 watts or above. And then I've used the M1 Ultra, X-Tool M1 Ultra. I did a video on that. If you watch till the end, you can see what I thought about that laser. You want a heart on yours? Okay, I'll heart you. And then I have a couple of CO2 lasers, and I have the WeCreat Vision, which is a 20 watt or a 40 watt. The thing about this one is it has an easily swappable head. That's what I should do sometime, is show you how easy it is just to change the head. When you're doing a tumbler with this one, you flip the laser sideways. That's how it can be so short. I do like that it is short because with the Vision, I'm not very tall and I'm trying to work my arms in there and look in there. And it's kind of hard to see when you're trying to put the rotary tool in. And I like the shorter one for that reason. I'm hoping they come out with a swappable head for this, like a 20-watt laser head in the future. I'm sure with their swappable system, they're going to be coming out with other things. I was not a fan at all of the printing on wood of that F1 Ultra. I'm not a fan of putting vinyl in the same place as the dirty laser stuff. So for me, I think a dedicated laser, in my opinion, as Delana would say, I think that's a better option. It's a better option for me. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. I do have a link in the video description. Getting rid of question, yes, I'm sorry. But yes, okay, so Angela, the fonts, first of all, it comes with fonts in its software, and then any font you have on your system can be used also. So if you're a member of Creative Fabrica, which I definitely recommend because it's great, you're going to spend a year of whatever $3.99 times 12 is for your membership if you're upgrading, and you have unlimited everything, and you have commercial licenses to those things. So yes, any font that you can bring onto your computer, you can use in here. Any design you can bring onto your computer, I would recommend SVGs. I just think they work better in a laser. You can engrave them or cut them or whatever. So, okay. You're an OG with Creative Fabrica. I don't know how many, maybe 2 years. I haven't had it all that long, but I love it. And I don't do subscription-based stuff for the most part when it comes to software. But I love Creative Fabrica. Hey, Tracy. Okay, so let me go ahead and do 3 more of the giveaways, and then I'll just make those on my own, and then I'll let you guys go. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back to the giveaway tool. I know it seems like a short life, but I've been on almost an hour. I do have a video. It's not a laser video, but let me show you the most recent thing. I think I made this just last night or the night before. Hopefully, there we go. Shay, if you're still on here, you'll like it because it's pink. This is a design that I got off of Creative Fabrica. And it's just a real cute. The lighting gets weird when I get too close. The colors are really nice. You can tell that when I get close. But be looking for that tutorial. All right. So go back to the giveaway tool. And this time it's going to be Engrave and the number 2 all together. Let me show you my screen so you can see what it looks like. The StreamYard giveaway tool is not case sensitive, but if you put an extra space in, it won't recognize it. Okay, so go ahead and put in Engrave 2 if you're interested in a patch. What email to send? Okay, so Barb and Tracy, my email address is makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. Makes it real, just simple. And Tracy, what'd I do with your patch? Where did I set it down at? There it is. Really nice. Okay, let me get something to write with because I will probably forget who won these. I don't know if you guys saw, I did the sublimation camp thing, so I went on live with Angie Holden and Corey George, and one of the things I made was a sublimation pin, so I'm going to use that today. Okay, so we have Tracy and Barb, and let's see who we have now. We'll do 3 more of these, and I'm just going to keep the same word. So you can only win once. If you win, you know, if you accidentally get picked twice, you'll just get one. All right, Teresa, do you want me to use Teresa? Or do you want me to do TSHC for Teresa Sister Heart Crafts? Let me know. And then you guys can, keep putting the word Engrave 2 in there. And then Teresa, if you'd let me know, do you want Teresa or do you want TSHC? You need the design I used during that video with Angie and Corey. I'm trying to remember what I did. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. I don't know where I put it. You're talking about, here we go. Kristen, are you talking about this dark glass tumbler? And Teresa, if you put something in there about what you wanted, it went by. So when you email me at makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com, let me know if you want Teresa or if you want TSHC. And then let's go ahead and draw again. Jessie, all right. We have Jessie Gibson. Jessie, you can email me. Same thing, makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. And then let's do one more. And here we go. I didn't drink, but I've been putting that napkin in my ice water. Creative Kim. So Kim, let me know. Do you want KK? Do you want Kim? I could fit Creative Kim. It just would be pretty small, but I could have Creative on the top and then Kim under it. All right. Can you guys hear my DTF machine going? We're going to do one more. Why not? One more. These patches literally were like 16 cents a piece with shipping of, 40 something cents. All right, Valerie. All right, Valerie, makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. One more. Let's go. This is the last one. This is really the last one. Geneva. Oops, I spelled your name wrong, Geneva. That would have been terrible. Okay, so I have Tracy, Barb, Teresa, Jessie, Creative Kim, Valerie, and Geneva. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy the patches. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I'm surprised my computer hasn't died by now. Oh, I'm glad you love it. Hey, that's something I've never seen. That is a weird, weird thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just take my computer off. It's going to die anyway. So I do appreciate you guys being here tonight. Congrats to all the winners. If you have any questions, let me know. Is that all lowercase? It can be, Jessie. Oh, makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. Yes, you can use all lowercase. What's your email address again? makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. Hey, quick hi. Work tonight. Also have another 6-day work week. Oh, Carol. Last week, 1 day off. Oh, you're working hard. Dims, I tried to work the camera tonight. I don't know that I did a great job, but I tried, and I lived through it. So it's a bonus. Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Lolita. Welcome. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and end the live stream. Thanks for being here. I do have that video coming out. Check that out if you are interested. Let's see your cup again, please. Okay. Let me get close so that there we go. Is this the cup you were talking about, Stacy? Or were you talking about the frosted glass tumbler? Let's see. Don't know where all the garage doors orders are coming from. Thank you, Eve. The dark one. Okay, so the dark one. Let me put this behind it because the light just wants to go through it. Okay, so you see the little circles? Those are in the design. There's a lot of, what do they call that in photography when you have spots on your photos? There's a lot of that in the design. It wasn't a mistake. It was actually in the design. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to redo this on a coffee cup. I like frosted tumblers, but they're fairly muted, with your designs. Unless you do really, really dark designs. To me, they're a little more muted than what I like. Like, if you do, what does that say? Oh, mama. I was reading it, I thought, am. If you do black on frosted, I think that's a great look. This is sublimation. This one, very dark, very bold. I just think this design, because it was meant to be kind of muted, it looked foggy. I just don't think that putting it on a frosted tumbler was the best decision. I'm going to put it on a coffee cup. So, Patrice, I feel like you're rushing us off. I'm not rushing you off. It's just, I didn't even sweat my hair out. I feel like I did. It's hot in here. I just don't have anything else to do right now. So that's it. Behind you on shelf is the one I like too. Okay, that shelf, D, or that shelf. Hey, Shanita Nicole. Let me know, D. That shelf, So we'll just start with, is it this shelf? You can say yes or no. So D, is it this shelf? The big flower. Okay. Yes. So this is what I did on the sublimation camp. I got to get it close so that the camera doesn't mess up the colors on it. But yes, it was a 40-ounce tumbler. I'm not a fan of doing 40-ounce tumblers, to be quite honest. The image that I used for this, I think I got it on Creative Fabrica, but it didn't fit right. I mean, I really had to chop it down and make it work. Probably the cup, yeah. Yeah, I do think that's a really beautiful tumbler. I just didn't enjoy making it so much. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your evening. And let's see, Patrice will be on tomorrow night, I think. Eve will be on Sunday night. And then Patrice, are you guys doing your So Good on Saturday or Sunday? I think you had said Sunday. Oh, thanks, Shanita. It turned out great. Thank you very much for showing again. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Sunday. Okay. So anyway, check out Patrice tomorrow night. Eve will be on Sunday night, and then Delonda and Patrice will be on So Good Sunday. Or So Good. Yeah. So Good Sunday. They'll be on So Good Sunday. So you guys have a great night. And until next time, I don't know how I'm going to end the live stream from here because I can't reach it. Until next time, bye. Have a good evening. I hope I pressed the button. I don't think I pressed the button. Oh my goodness. I just can't do anything.